Hello everyone, welcome back to another brand new Roblox tutorial here. This Roblox tutorial I'm going to be showing you is how to script on Roblox. Now, you probably don't know how to script on Roblox. It's pretty hard to script on Roblox. By watching this video, you will know how to script on Roblox. So further ado, let's jump right into it. So first, I'm going to go to my home button, and I'm going to click on this block, and now we have a block inside a Roblox game. If you don't know how to open an Explorer or a Properties, you could go to you could go to View, Properties, and Explorer. You could click on them, and it will pop up these. So let me just go ahead and exit this out. So I could click Properties and Explorer. There we go. So now we have our brick inside Workspace. Now, can we put this brick on anywhere else? No. That means if we put something else, if we put a brick inside Workspace, that means that it's going to show it in the game. Now, if I just put this into replicated storage, we cannot see the brick in the game. So if we put like objects into Workspace, it's going to show it in the game. So now we could go ahead and select the brick. We could go to our models, scale, and it's going to show you 5 dots. I'm going to go ahead and scale my my brick. There we go. So now we have scaled our brick. And now the last thing to do is coding. Now coding, it could be really easy. So we could go ahead to Service Script Service, click the plus sign, and click Script. There we go. So now, if you ever going to put a script, whatever, on Workspace, inside a part, or insert Service Script Service, it's always going to say print hello world. If you don't know what this means, it's going to print it in the output. Just in case, if you want to know how to get an output, you go to View and click Output. Output is really good, just in case if you made a mistake on Roblox, it will tell you which error you did and which column. So if we go ahead and if we run test this, if we go to the home, click run, there we go. Our output says hello world because we tell the script to print a hello world in our output. That's really good. That's good. That's cool. So now, if we change this, just in case, let's say, I don't know, let's just put a pizza for some reason. And if we run this, same thing, pizza is going to show in our output. It does not show it in the game, so other players, if they join the game, will not see this text, only the output. So let's stop this. And say that we want to print like another thing. So you could go ahead and type the same thing. We could say print, and we could do that, and then let's just type subscribe. So now if we run test this, pizza and subscribe will show it in the output. Now we could do again by doing a wait button. Await columns parentheses 1 second. Oh, 1 second. Sorry, you don't need parentheses. So it's going to show pizza first in the output. Then we're going to wait 1 second, and then it's going to print subscribe into the output. So we're gonna go ahead and run test this. So it's gonna say pizza, and then subscribe. 1 second later, it's gonna say subscribe. That's good. But now, what about the part? Good thing. We're gonna go to the part. So scripting, you can't not just say part equals blah 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 blah. We cannot just do that. We have to reference what we're talking about. So Roblox scripts, we need to tell the script what we're talking about. We want to change the brick. So I haven't introduced you this. So if we're going to go ahead and we're going to select the part, in properties, there is a lot of things that we can change here. Transparency means invisible. So if we set to 0, it will show it. If you set to 1, it's going to be invisible. And name part, we can just change it to like, I don't know, let's say pizza pizza. Then our part name is pizza. So I'm just gonna name it part as usual. Now, parent is workspace because we have our part inside a workspace. And now, anchored means, so the anchored is like to set it down, like do not move this brick. If we set it to true, that means nobody can move this brick. It's anchored. If we put the anchor to false, it's going to move. So if a player move this brick, the brick will move. So let's go ahead and go to script. And now, like I said, we want to reference what we're talking about, what we're going to change. So in this script, we're gonna go ahead and go to game.workspace.part. There we go. So now we have reference what we're talking about. So if we go ahead and run this, we can't now run this because whenever your script have this red underline, that means that it's not gonna work. So if we're just gonna go ahead and test this out. There we go. Nothing's happening because first off, we did not finish this, and second, remember when I say output could be good whenever you made a mistake? So this is basically what output is telling us. Server script service. That means on server script service on script. So on script, number 1 on column 1, an incomplete statement. Yes, that is right. We did not complete our statement. So now, if we're going to go ahead and press a dot, it's going to say anchored, and all of these items we can select. It's basically the same thing we can do to properties. So if I gotta go ahead and do transparency, and if I do space equals space, let's say 0.5, there we go. So now, if we're going to go ahead and test this out, there we go, our brick is 0.5 invisible. Now if I go ahead and change this to 1, it's visible, nobody can see it in game. If we put a 0.5, see, it's kind of like slight invisible right here. So that is good. So now, materials. So this is a smooth block. This is a really good smooth block. And if we're going to go ahead and if we select this block, if we go to our home, material, click this arrow, we have these materials we could do. We could do a brick. So our brick changed into bricks. We could do foil. Our brick has turned into foil. So we could do the same thing to the script. So if we're going to go ahead, and press enter. Now we're on column 2. We could type game.workspace.part. We want to change something in our part. And now we're gonna do dot materials equals parentheses, and now let's see, materials, let's do glass. So we could, and inside the parentheses, glass. So now if we're going to go ahead and test this script, the brick will be 0.5 invisible and it will change to glass. There we go. So now our brick has changed into glass, and now it's kind of slight invisible. That's good. So now here is another thing. By typing all this, it could be rough. We have to type the same thing over and over again just to reference a part. So now Roblox made an easier way to reference our part. That is variables. So now if we're going to go ahead, let's do double enter. If we say loco part with a lowercase p equals a game dot workspace. So now if we do that, we can take out this. We could take this out. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Game.workspace.part. We still want to reference it. So now, on a global on part. If we go ahead and run this, service, attempt to transparency. I'll be right back, you guys. Alrighty guys, so I have fixed my problem. So we're gonna put local part on top of 1. So if we go ahead and let's do column 3, if we say part dot transparency equals 0.5 and do another part dot material equals glass. This is another way, like I say, it's a shorter way for saying game dot workspace dot part. So it's just this is a shorter way to say it. So if you go ahead and run this, bam, our script knows what we're doing. So our script logo apart and we'll do this. So now let's go ahead and move on to the next part. Now our next part of the script is changing colors, changing the brick's color. So now we're gonna change it. We're gonna change 3 colors. Like change this color. Wait 1 second. Change this color. 1 second and change this color. So to do that, we're gonna put our script inside this part. We're gonna put this script inside this part. And now first thing out the bat, if you're going to put a script inside a part, always say part. Sorry. Always. So first thing first, if you're going to put a script inside a part or a brick, so we're gonna say local part equals script dot parent. So what this means, this script is a parent to part. So let's go ahead and say part dot color equals color 3 from RGB, and now we have these columns. So now if we go ahead and scroll down to our properties, let's go scroll down, and now we have color. We have color right here. So let's change it to green. I'm just gonna copy these. We're gonna go ahead, copy these numbers, and put it inside these columns. There we go. So now we have our Now these numbers is a code to put to change this brick. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if my words are stuttering. So let's go ahead, and if we wait 1 second. Oh, not 12 seconds. So we're just basically going to copy all this, paste this, and wait 1 second. Oh, do that. So now, let's go ahead and change. Let's pick 2 different colors. Mine's going to be a blue one. Let's do a really high blue. Yeah, that looks good. So I'm going to copy these numbers, these 3 numbers. Let's put this into the second row. And let's get our 3rd color. Let's do red, for example. There it is. Now we got red. Let's copy this. So I copy by Control-C, if you're wondering. You could do the same thing by right-clicking and hit copy. So I'm going to do this. There we go. So now if we go ahead and if we run this script, it's going to change to green, blue, and red. There we go. Now we made our script to change colors. But now what happens? I want to do that repeat. I want to keep repeating. So that means we could change to yeah, I want to keep repeating. Simple. We're going to do a while. We're going to put a while true do. There we go. So now we're going to put a while true do. Enter, and we're going to put an end. And we're going to put this. We're going to select this tab. There we go. So now, if we go ahead and if we run this script, I'm sorry. Green, blue, green. Green, blue. It's not saying red. Maybe if we do wait 1 second. Green, blue, red. There we go. So now our brick is changing colors. Well, keep repeating the same colors because we have put a while true do So if we put a while true do, it's going to keep on repeating these. And it's important to put an end on while true do, so it knows if you put a script between while true do and end, it's going to keep on repeating. So yeah, I think this is going to be it for this Roblox tutorial. If you do want to see more Roblox tutorial scripting for beginners, why not hit the like button? And hey, if you're new around here, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a video from VidPoint. Alright, bye!